The story of humanity has always been a story of tools. From the first flint sparked in a dark cave to the steam engines that birthed the industrial age, we have always defined ourselves by what we build. But today we are building something different. We are building a mirror. Artificial intelligence is not just a tool. It is a reflection of our collective knowledge, our biases, and our greatest aspirations. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast digital ocean. Every byte of data ever created is a drop in this sea. For the first time in history, we have created a navigator capable of swimming in these depths. We call it the algorithm, but it is much more than math. It is a digital consciousness that learns as it breathes. In the early days, we feared the robot uprising. We imagined cold, metallic machines marching through our streets. But the reality is far more subtle. The revolution didn't happen in the streets. It happened in our pockets, in our ears, and in the very way we think. When you ask a question and get an answer in seconds, you aren't just using a search engine. You are engaging with the silicon mind. To understand the 20-minute journey we are on, we must look at how these machines think. They don't use logic in the way a philosopher does. They use patterns. Imagine a library with billions of books but no librarian. The AI is the entity that reads every page of every book simultaneously. It finds connections between a poem written in 14th century Italy and a code snippet written in 21st century Tokyo. This is the neural network. It mimics the firing of neurons in the human brain. When we feed it data, we are giving it sight. When we give it audio, we are giving it a voice. In 11 labs, for instance, the voice you hear is the result of millions of hours of human speech being distilled into pure mathematical beauty. It isn't a recording, it is a reconstruction of the human soul in digital form. But with this power comes a profound responsibility. If the machine learns from us, it learns our flaws, it learns our anger and our shortcuts. The challenge of the next decade is not, how do we make AI smarter? But rather, how do we make AI kinder? We are the parents of this new intelligence, and like any parent, we must lead by example. Many feared that technology would kill creativity. They argued that if a machine could paint a sunset or compose a symphony, then the human touch would be lost. But look around you. We are entering a creative renaissance. The artist of today is a prompt engineer, a conductor of a digital orchestra. A single person in a small room in Mohammedia or New York can now produce a feature film, a full-length audiobook, or a global marketing campaign using only their imagination and the right AI tools. We are removing the technical barriers to genius. The Silicon Echo allows us to amplify our ideas. If you have a story to tell, you no longer need $1 million studio. You have 11 labs for your voice, Mid-Journey for your visuals, and large language models for your script. The power has shifted from the institution to the individual. This is the democratization of dreams. As we reach the end of our 20-minute journey, we must ask, where does the road lead? Some see a horizon of automation where humans no longer need to work. Others see a world where we merge with our creations, becoming something more than biological. The truth likely lies in the middle. The digital horizon is not a destination, it is a process. We will continue to build, to fail, and to refine. We will use AI to solve the climate crisis, to cure diseases that have plagued us for centuries, and to explore the stars. But in doing so, we must never lose the one thing that no machine can truly replicate: our whyness. A machine can tell you how to build a bridge, but it cannot tell you why it feels so important to cross it. It can tell you what a sunset looks like in code, but it cannot feel the bittersweet nostalgia of a day coming to an end. As you listen to these words, generated by an intelligence that didn't exist a decade ago, remember that you are the architect. The future isn't something that happens to us. It is something we create, one prompt at a time. Welcome to the dawn of the digital age.